What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given, and today back with some more live commentary again. I actually thought I was gonna do a pre-recorded game today, but then I realized I never sped the footage up. So I'm just gonna play one more live game for y'all, and I actually had an interesting idea for it. It's nothing super crazy, but basically, I just want to become a little bit more familiar with this new user interface. Let's take a look at each of my opponents before we play them and see how many treasures they have, how they're win streaking, and if they have any type of alignment, and we'll see if we can figure out any additional information from that. So first things first that I wanted to see, that doesn't count for a win streak. So ties are not going to count towards increasing that number there. That'll keep you at 0. And now we can see that Fallen Angel is playing some good characters against us. So that is some interesting stuff. I guess could have known that they won their first combat, though I guess we wouldn't have known normally, because we wouldn't have known who played Morgan Le Fay. So let's pick up Genie's Wish into Magic Research, and then I suppose a Baby Root here, just trying to stay as strong as possible. And this will potentially make, we're showing as evil right now, but after this combat, let's see when it updates as well. Will it update in the combat? No, not until the next shop. So my opponent is good, and looks like they got some good stuff going on there. We are going to take some damage and lose our Magic Research to Humpty Dumpty. Didn't even check to see the full characters that they were playing, though we can see that now because of the tracker. Yeah, they just had a black cat, a happy little tree, and that Humpty Dumpty that we did see. So, okie dokie. Let's take a look at Morgan. They are unaligned with a 0 win streak. They've lost and then tied, maybe. And no treasures, of course, at this stage of the game. And I believe that there is unaligned and neutral. Those are two different things. Neutral means that presumably they had like a baby dragon. I guess we could see that on who did we play turn 1? It wasn't Fallen Angel. Oh, it was the Zelhua. So they were unaligned from that last combat. That's interesting. They were unaligned, not neutral. But the difference being that neutral characters specifically have no alignment, like dwarves. Whereas neutral means that you're 50-50. We can take a look here and... I'm sorry. Okay, wait. No. I was saying the right thing, right? Yeah, neutral is this, but right now we are unaligned. So that's the difference. Maybe I mixed it up in my head, but this is what I meant. It doesn't matter. Let's dream and see what our first choices are. All right, skip the time skipper. Easy enough. Let's grab that. Let's grab a stag, and then do we want to just take a zebracorn or a 2/2? The benefit of the zebracorn is going to be that it gives the stag just a little bit more staying power, whereas the zebracorn gets to be a 2/2. We can backline it to work with the to help protect us from baby dragons, though we could do that with a zebracorn as well. All right, let's go zebracorn, and pretty happy as the mask to transform into Skip. Let's take a look at Pied Piper. Now I'm feeling like I'm playing TFT with so much going on. So now this person is unaligned. That's why I haven't really been looking at it. It's almost information overload because there's so much, and it's rarely going to matter too much. They did have a treasure. Again, like it didn't really super matter. Now, this is interesting to be able to wish upon a star here, and I believe that this is Wonder Waddle from... No, this is Frozen Phoenix. Oh, wait. What? Why is everything a phoenix? Some of the skins in this game get super random. Like, why are things phoenixes, and why is Geppetto caring about dragons? But regardless, I do like the Polywoggle. That could help us win the Wish Upon a Star. Let's dream. I like Horde Dragon. I like Pan's Shadow while we're already level 4. That seems really strong. Horde Dragon's going to be strong too, but I think we got to go for this. And then I think we want to play out some avenue like this here. Let's take a look at that. I think that is pretty strong. Let's just buy and sell, cycling that to clear out a little bit of our shop. But next turn is going to get a little bit awkward. We might have to lock the shop one more turn. Next turn, pick up 2 4-cost characters, lock the shop, selling off one of the characters that we currently have, and then on that following turn, maybe even do it again, to be totally honest, just to make sure that we are playing enough power on the board. I think that that's going to make a lot of sense to do. So we do something like this, then maybe we even go like this. We could do this. That's interesting, and a way to grab some fast cashola. And then we would be selling Crafty to pick up the ranged character, locking onto the shop one more time. It doesn't make any sense to sell Polywoggle and Goat just for the happy little tree, even though it clears a shop space. It's negative econ. And next turn, probably going to buy, I'll say potentially going to buy 2 things, because the things that we buy aren't going to be super impressive, and it's also going to depend on how much cash we can grab from this greedy, because there's a chance we can do some really cool stuff with that. We're playing up against Goldilocks here. They've got 1 treasure, but no win streak, so they tied or lost their last combat. That's nice to know. And they are neutral, which if we neutral means that they're playing like dwarves or something at this point. So that's interesting. Neutral gives potentially the most information. It could just mean that they're playing like slightly more neutral characters than other things. Oh, mages are neutral. Wow. Okay, and they've really done it here with the forking rod. That is going to be quite powerful. They double kidnapped us. So that is quite powerful indeed. Court Wizard probably not going to be able to go the distance here, so we're going to take a little bit more damage from Goldilocks right before they hit their level up turn as well. So we did get 1 extra point of cash here with the greedy pickup. But I'm not sure that's enough to really mean anything. We don't have enough animals to make this work. So it is actually really starting to look like Dragon and Wish Upon a Star. Now, if we wanted to get cute, we would potentially be playing the Polywoggle on the turn where we hit 5.0. That means we're not wishing upon a star, but I don't think we're granting our wish regardless here. So I think that this is fine, and if we want to get a little bit more powerful, which I think we do, we sell off this to add a royal for Court Wizard. So let's go ahead and do that as well, making one final adjustment in the last second there and hanging on to Vainpire and getting rid of that Labyrinth Minotaur, but definitely not super powerful, but we are up 3 XP. This is 4.0 for the lobby. Obviously for Pants it doesn't matter. Okay, this is 4.0 for the lobby. I looked at myself first and I was like, wait, we have way too much XP, but I got confused. We were looking at ourselves. We are going to slay with the Feasting Dragon. It does look like Polywoggle can potentially slay. My opponent's going to have a bunch of sheep, but I don't think any of those are going to stick around, unfortunately. And it's also a little bit awkward that Stag got attacked into immediately. So Polywoggle not going to be able to slay. We will get a bonus Court Wizard attack here, but that won't really be enough to do anything other than save us a little bit more health, keeping us at 11. But you know what? Now we're level 5. I think that there's definitely some interesting things that we could potentially do. So Angry seems really good. Angry seems definitely really, really good. Sporko seems just okay. I think we're going to feed Polywoggle to the Kraken. I think it's just way too big of a risk to play the Polywoggle. And if we take Angry, let's see, if we roll, we could sell these 3 things and pick up 2 things, or we could sell these 2 things, pick up a 4 and a 5. So that's going to be the hope here. And we actually find 2 4s. So I suppose we'll be picking up 2 4s because without Sporko, I mean, we could go Baba Yaga, Baby Bear. Baba Yaga goes on the Baby Bear and on the Feasting Dragon. I suppose that's actually somewhat reasonable. The other play would be Amy and Monster Book. That's most bang for my buck this turn, which is why I feel like it's the pickup. I'm going to go for that and just try to play the strongest possible board here and not worry about, and I'm just locking for the lucky coin, not for the Baba Yaga Baby Bear. Oh, we couldn't have gone Baba Yaga Baby Bear anyways. That was too much cash there. It was too expensive, so can't go for that. Monster Book needs to scam this happy little tree. Not quite going to be able to do it. So Angry could still get us somewhere here. Nice, that's really good. We're going to have a really large Amy. Will that be enough? I think it will be. Oh, Juliet. We've got to battle through Juliet as well. This one's going to be super, super close. We'll end up walking away with a loss, taking 5 damage down to 6. But you know what? Got a little bit extra econ here. And I think we could make it work with dwarves, because dwarves are strong. That is the one thing that dwarves do have going for them. Rest of the lobby on 5.0 right now. And we are here dwarfing. So I think we want to go angry. I kind of like the idea of friendly spirit, but I think Monster Book is just going to get us that much farther, and it's better for the current board. I have half a mind to just cast this Earthquake right now. See, if we roll, we won't be able to do anything else this turn. So let's just cast Earthquake and lock onto this. And this is an incredibly powerful shop. We are locking onto it going into 6.0, but a tier 4 and a tier 5 treasure. We're going to pick up the tier 4 first, then the tier 5 in case we grab... Actually, it doesn't matter if we grab Hand of Midas in there. So I guess we could pick them up in either order. But I do think that I want both of these cards, and then I think I will want the Greedy as well, which is basically our econ for the turn. We'd have to sell off, so that's going to cost us, what is that, 13, so we'll have to sell off both of the things in our hand, and then we won't have a full board because we'll be tripling 2 of the cards on our board, so that could actually get a little bit dicey, but upgraded Angry could be really good. Maybe we'll have to take a Monkey's Paw. Ring of Meteors really, really fantastic for us there, allowing both of our Angries to go ham. Maybe we should also be putting our Monster Books first, so that way we could potentially roll Ring of Meteors, but regardless, this went really, really well for us. There we go. There's Ring of Meteors off the Monster Book. We actually took out our Court Wizard in the back line because it ran out of health, so that's pretty funny. But we are going to walk away with some bonus Greedy cash this turn. Okay, that could be really, really good for us in terms of being able to afford everything. I think I will pick up this Forbidden Fruit here, and now we can do it after going for the Forking Rod. It's going to make us really, really low, but that's probably worth it. Unless I just want to go for Helm of the Ugly Gosling. That's a lot of stats. I think I got to go for the stats when we are this low, unfortunately. And then we'll pick up Angry. And we don't have any support bonuses, so we're going to go Drax Saber. Let's put the Monster Book first. Let's do that. Let's pick up Greedy. And now, I mean... we might want to backline Greedy. That is something that I have to consider. We could put the Court Wizard here. It's going to get +10/+10. And then I don't know. Feasting Dragon. I'm just going to roll. And wow. Okay, I really do like Hercules. I think that Hercules is good enough that I'm going to be locking on to it here. Yes. Yeah, I think that Hercules is good enough that we want to lock onto it. Let's take a look at Mordred to see that they are not win streaking. They are on 5.0. They've got 2 treasures just like us. They're just like us. Though one of their treasures was from going below 20 health. They've also got a Court Wizard that's going to attack into our Monster Book and kill the Court Wizard and kill the River Wish Mermaid there in the back. So all of this going pretty well. We don't actually grab any Greedy Gold. We were too strong. That's really unfortunate, actually. But now we're playing up against the Ghost. So now we have an interesting opportunity. We can go Greedy here, really, and activate Greedy on the Gosling Helm. So that's really interesting. We'll frontline all of this stuff. A Green Knight, another greedy. These are interesting things. Green Knight could obviously allow us to go ham on either the greedy or the Hercules. So I like both of these things. What's awkward here is, like, we don't actually have Ring of Meteors. We just have Monster Book. So I think I'm somewhat inclined to even keep rolling here. And we put in this. Don't need health. Let's roll for Lordy. Because we are, I was gonna say, we've got the staff of the old toad here. We've got Pan Shadow. So I think that that's worth doing. And this gets a little bit awkward. So we now have 5 dwarves. Each dwarf's gonna get +10/+10. That still makes Greedy our smallest character. Okay, awesome. This is really, really strong, especially up against the Ghost here. I don't think we're going to grab the Hercules treasure, but I'm feeling very, very good about the position that we've now put ourselves in. And seeing that my opponent is playing summons, I'm all of a sudden feeling a little bit more better about potentially grabbing the Hercules treasure even too. We're also going to grab a bunch of gold from these greedies. So we really greeted out in spectacular fashion here. Attack into Herc? No, never lucky. Oh, that's right, but my opponent also has these little piggies, so those could attack into Herc potentially as well. All right, not quite, but we still get a ton of extra gold from that combat, and we've got a Lordy. We had 6 extra gold from that. It's really good. Do I want to go greedy? I don't think so. Now I think we're gonna move back into a comp like this, potentially. I am looking to triple the greedy. I think that's fantastic, picking up another treasure, and it's probably 3 of shields. They went into evil. That's pretty good to know with gloves of thieving. You can check that out. Hercules is 2 hits away. We cannot make it 1 hit, so let's grab the 3 of shields. That's going to put some more health onto Angry and some of our other dwarves, and then we just got to roll for 1 more Lordy before the turn is up. I think I'll take a Fanny as well. It is awkward that Fanny most certainly grabs the Lordy bonus. You know what? We can do better than that. Okay, Echowood. Glad that I held out. I don't think I'm going to go for another greedy, though. I think that that's too much. Let's roll down for another Lordy to end out the turn. Not going to go for that. I will take a scam spell, though. I think that that helps us. Obviously, Goldilocks, an extremely powerful hero. I won't be shocked if we just lose this one. And I believe Monster Book is now going to get our thing. Oh no, it goes on to Amy. That was an interesting tiebreaker. So either way, as long as it doesn't go on to Echowood there, that's great. Monster Book does roll the Ring of Meteors and a Shrivel, but the Ring of Meteors is really nice. Hercules not going to complete. Echowood, can Echowood win this thing for us? It can, and we even grab a little bit of greedy gold. Wow, that was a really, really close one. Obviously, we've got Echowood going off with the Drac Saber and the Ugly Gosling Helm. Both of those help it tremendously. So that is a pretty big favor. Oh, we're only playing 4 dwarves right now. Okay, that's really funny. Well, let's cut the Monster Book. Let's throw in this. That's obviously insane with Echowood. We're going to still be grabbing the extra stats on the Gosling, or the extra stats on the Amy. The Gosling on the Amy is what I mean to say. Grab an upgraded tier 5 character kind of over that and kind of into this one. So, I think we cut Greedy. I want to play it, but I think we need to play Hercules. So I'm going to keep playing Hercules for 1 more turn. We could lock on to True Love's Kiss for Hercules. It's only beneficial if it hits exactly Lordy or Echowood, so it's kind of a silly one. Let's also take a look. My opponent on a 1-game win streak, and they've got 3 treasures. Everybody's got 3 treasures at this point in the game. That's no surprise, but the big thing to pay attention to is win streaking. So probably Wonder Waddle win streaking at the top of the lobby as well, and hopefully us win streaking soon. Hercules is actually going to be what grabs the Gosling Helm, and Tweedledum will give us just a little bit more stats here. But as we kill my opponent's characters, Drac Saber's going off, so that's doing well with Echowood. My opponent's Rotten Applewood actually survived there, which meant that we had to attack into it, but doesn't matter. We are going to get the win. Not the kill, but the win, and the tier 6 treasure. So this is all trending in the positive. Ivory Owl obviously going to work very well with Echowood. We're scaling this board, but so does Phoenix Feather. Phoenix Feather giving us an additional copy of Echowood. That said, this game's still going. We're going to be playing Greedy this turn as well. It's really tough. It's really tough. I think that we will go Phoenix Feather, though. Oh, I have to click a replacement. Yeah, let's replace that. And then we'll put Greedy back in. I'm not going to pick up another Greedy for Against the Ghost. I'm just going to roll and hopefully try to find more good characters here. I might cut the Angry next. Angry might be worse than Amy, but not going to worry about that right this second. Don't need to scam the Ghost. Don't need to dream out of this. Don't really need a Hand of Midas. I mean, it's cute, but I just don't think that we really need it. Okay, so question is, are we going to want Cupids against some of our future opponents? And there's definitely a chance that we do, but I'm not going to worry about that for right now, I don't think. Lordy, actually our smallest character right now, so that's pretty funny. We should grab a pretty easy win against the Ghost. It's just a matter of how much we can greedy farm them, and it looks like barely any at all. We will grab 2 extra gold here at the end of the fight, but nothing attacked into greedy that whole time. So now we are into the top 4 up against this Wonder Waddle that is 5-game win streaking. Could go for a Hermes Magic Beans. I'd love to pick up a Lordy. And, okay, well, a Scam Spell might be up our alley as well. And then we might actually just want to do this. This gives 10 more attack to the range character. Not that that is a relevant bonus anymore, but I think we just might need to play a ranged character is the moral of the story here. And then we're actually going to play the Tweedle as well, and we'll slot the Greedy back in. Let's pick up, yes, Ambrosia, Cutting, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we actually cut Drac Saber here. Seems a little bit wild, but Ambrosia's a great pickup. Ambrosia plus the fact, let's put Angry earlier, Ambrosia plus the fact, we can even put that here, I'm saying plus the fact 10 times, that we've got the Pigomorph, is that what I was going to say? Yeah, maybe that's what I was going for. I think this is going to be enough to win this combat against a 5-game win streaker. We haven't seen them in a while, and they are Phoenix, Frozen Phoenix, so who knows. Okay, they are good boys, so we're definitely lacking in the scam department here, but we do have a huge Echowood that will get to come back with Phoenix Feather. Is that going to be enough? I don't really think so. My opponent has really large ranged characters in this backline. One is going to trade with Echowood here. The other one is going to dodge the Echowood. So we wind up taking 9 damage and losing. But still a really cool one. I thought always fun to take a look at the mask. And that's kind of just what I wanted to explore in this one. It definitely feels a lot more hectic trying to pay attention to that stuff. And I think you really don't get that much information from it, but any information helps, and the best players in Storybook Brawl are going to be able to take that little information and extrapolate and think about what comps they think that their opponents might be playing. we telegraphed it pretty hard. We showed some dwarves early, and then if anybody ever glossed us over, it was going to say neutral in big letters there. So that definitely lets the rest of the lobby know what we're doing and can definitely let people onto some things. I do want to point out one thing here. 53% chance to win that fight. So either the tracker is up to no good or we actually did have a pretty reasonable shot there. But for today, that's going to be it for me. So thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Luck's Given. Peace.